Well, the time has come. Another month has come and gone with April 2024, which, I'm gonna be honest, wasn't much going on in this month. As I mentioned in past videos, I work at a movie theater, and so March was packed because it was like blockbuster after blockbuster, and April was not much going on, like at all. I watched three movies in theaters this month, and one was a re-release, and that's a small number compared to last month when I was there like every weekend, sometimes multiple times each weekend, because I get to see movies for free, so that's awesome. But April there was not much going on, but it was also a very busy month for me, so I really didn't watch a whole lot in my own time either, like older content. So there wasn't a whole lot in April, but we'll still talk about it. Talking about series first off, of course, Invincible season 2 had its conclusion at the beginning of April. This is one of my favorite shows, one of my favorite animated series of all time. It is so good. I did a review and breakdown of the season finale and really just kind of the season as a whole. A spoiler review for it, I believe. In when it came out, so check that out if you haven't already, but absolutely loved it. And the only other thing that I watched that was series based this month was The Price of Glee. I love Glee. I love that show. I've only watched it the once. I'd like to rewatch it at some point, but obviously there's a lot of tragedy behind the scenes of this show, so 3-part series, documentary series on Max, so I decided to check it out. So there's that. But then as for movies, I watched Say Anything for the first time, classic 80s film, really enjoyed that one. 16 Candles, I've seen this one plenty of times before, but I love it. The Greatest Hits on Hulu, I watched this and did a review for it on the channel, so check that out if you haven't already. The Searchers, my first ever John Wayne movie that I've watched, and I actually really enjoyed it. I'm usually not a huge fan of Westerns, but this one was honestly quite good. Civil War, the first movie I watched in theaters this month. I really, really like this movie, one of my favorites of the year so far. So, of course, check out my review on the channel. And Shrek 2, like I said, re-release. I watched this in theaters, which is really nice because last month I was trying to watch all the Shrek movies. They were all on Peacock. Watched the first movie, great. Started watching Shrek 2, about halfway through, it glitched out, so like the video skipped ahead while the audio was still where it was supposed to be. So it was all messed up, all glitched out on Peacock. I don't know if it still is that way. Pretty sure it probably is. But yeah, so I was able to actually watch Shrek 2 the full way through. I think one of the better Shrek movies. I still think I might like the first one better. But it was really cool getting to see this in theaters because obviously when it first came out, I was not alive, or I don't remember what year it came out, but I was either not born yet or not old enough to even talk. So, yikes. Rebel Moon Part 2. Yeah, reviews on the channel. You can watch it, just probably don't watch the movie. Sasquatch Sunset. Boy, I love this film. This is the best thing I watched in theaters this month, I'd say. This was just really, really a funny movie, and also a thought-provoking movie as well. Check out the review on the channel. Hop, I watched this at the beginning of the month, for Easter. Easter classic for me, and also my favorite, not my favorite, but one of my favorite Broadway musicals, Come From Away. I love that. I watched for the first time ever Neighbors with Seth Rogen and Zac Efron. I love this film because especially I'm in college right now, so I'm always looking for some good, fun college party movies, and that's exactly what this is, but with some great Seth Rogen comedy in here, and it was just absolutely fantastic. So much fun. I also watched for the first time Baby Driver. I really, really enjoyed this movie. This one I've been wanting to watch for a long time now, so I finally had the chance. Definitely well worth the watch. And also for the first time, Anyone But You came out on Netflix, so I was able to give this a watch, and I really enjoyed it. I really hope we start getting more rom-coms like this today, because we used to get rom-coms all the time. Now they're a rare breed, but this and No Hard Feelings from last summer, I hope we get more films like this soon. Actually, we have an Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh rom-com coming out at some point. I don't, hopefully this year, we'll see, but I'm looking forward to that. And then to end off the month, I watched for the first time Scary Movie 2. I watched Scary Movie, the first one, for the first time around the Halloween season. And then, obviously, recently, Paramount just announced that they were going to be doing a new Scary Movie film sometime soon. So I was like, you know what? To celebrate the news, let's watch Scary Movie 2. So I watched this for the first time. I enjoyed it. It was funny. Not as good as the first movie, but I really loved that Beetlejuice cameo. That part was hilarious. And kind of just continuing in the theme of parody movies, I also watched Superhero Movie for the first time, which this one I did not really like or care for. Honestly, I think it's because it was PG-13 and not rated R, because a lot of the funny stuff in Scary Movie is rated R stuff. And a lot of the comedy here is like bathroom humor that I don't really find funny and more so kind of childish. So I didn't really care for that. And I also wish they did more superhero stuff with it. Like the kind of the main film that they're parodying is Spider-Man, which is cool, but I don't know, it just wasn't that interesting, and I was kind of bored throughout most of it. But yeah, so anyway, that was April 2024, everything I watched this month. Like I said, not a whole lot, but hopefully May, I move out of here in a couple days, so I'll be back home and hopefully have more free time to watch movies. So stay tuned for that. We got also May, big month, summer movie season kicks off in a couple days with The Fall Guy, my most anticipated movie of the year. So I'm so excited for that. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What did you watch in the month of April 2024? And thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video and hit the subscribe button so I keep you up to date on everything that goes on in the movie life.